plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll, our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. On the return, here comes Spears. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem.
His first throw is an interception. And the Browns are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should...
Touchdown, Cleveland! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Brown on to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incomplete
this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Baker now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Taken from the 49. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chargers will be set up with some great field position here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Kittle brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
McAllister now to return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Baker out of the pistol. That pass complete to Goddard. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and goal, Swift. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got him, that's Swift. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Motioning the tight end left. Mayfield now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards the Charger, who's still on the field and in some pain. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Now we're on the counter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Herbert on first down. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 1-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be second down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And this one does not go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Herbert back to throw. Short pass brought in. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, after recording the sack, it looks like he is the one who's shaken up. We're going to get a stoppage here as he gets looked at. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Man in motion here. After the sack, another pass on second down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. From the 29. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Brown on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got it at the 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game in the first half. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down, here's Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. That one's cut along left sideline. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going run again with Swift. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Now a give to Swift. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Staying grounded with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Here we go. It's Mayfield. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns looking for a bigger lead before the break. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Baker now off the play fake. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. He's got him, that's Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Baker throwing again. He brings it in. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. Now Brown on to send it away. On the return, here comes Spears. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Herbert on first down. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Chargers 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32.
So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Denver, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Buccaneers with an important win as they keep pace in the playoff picture and get their record up to 6-4 with the win. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. McAllister now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First down, here's Baker. Swift hauls it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 36-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. Has his man, it's Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Caught quickly on the slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This one finds Goddard. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one's complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Stopped by Deion Henley. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Baker now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 17-yard line.
From the 17. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this.
And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now lead by 10. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. Now Brown on to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert from the gun. Kittle brings it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Herbert now. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. Herbert to throw once more. He finds McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing, Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They run with Swift. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Junior Colson. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Herbert on 1st down. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
So many times the job of that DN is to contain, keep anything from bouncing outside, but not on this play. He got a draw, he got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
He gets it headed right. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6. Herbert back to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Starting from the 5. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. They'll run now with Swift. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one vehemently swatted away. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be their football. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Herbert. He shovels this one forward. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bowler like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Swift gets it, going left. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now we're going to have a timeout for the players shaken up, and that's DeAndre Swift in some discomfort and being attended to. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. This one finds Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Digs there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Chubb brings it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Baker throwing again. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's brought down for a loss.
The good defenses in this league, every once in a while, they could bait a quarterback into a throw. And you do that by having eyes on the quarterback. Getting to a good drop, forcing that check down, and they'd only just bait him into a completion, but they knocked him backwards after the catch.
Escapes out to the left.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. It's Herbert once more. Has it in close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
Herbert throwing again. That one's incomplete over the middle. Well, they took their shot at the time, but They'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that two-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for two when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. First down, here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. To throw, Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Chubb on the give, headed left. Down the sideline inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Slot man in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns up by just a couple of points. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Setting up to pass. Escapes his grasp. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Motion man sent left. First down, and they go right back to him. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, it's Chubb. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Chubb going for the marker. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. He'll look to throw it. Completed here to Johnston. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up second down. Herbert to throw once more. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. Here he is to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Browns come away with the win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end.